Well, hello. Fancy seeing you all here. Guardian down, Nix, it is good to see you. Ready to get bevicated.
A bevication.
Okay. Is that like Californication?
I dreamed of it once.
Okay,
yes.
Perfect. Good. Glad that reference still worked out there. There's some prescription creams to get rid of that. There could be. I think there very could be. I don't like the word bifurcated.
I don't know if I know what that means.
It sounds pain. Well, it's to split
It's
something
be
in
two. Okay.
Because, and I've told this story before. Hi, this is the About Beverages podcast. This happens most Thursday evenings, 2:30 Pacific, 5:30 Eastern, depending on what time of the year we're in. I'm Andrew,
and I'm Keith.
And now back to the conversation. The very first time I ever hopped onto TikTok after I created the account, the first thing I saw was someone showing off their bifurcated tongue. Because there are people where they have tongues that are like split into two.
Okay.
And I was like, what is this? And here we are several years later with the hit of TikTok. That was, so that is, whenever I think of that word, that's what I think of immediately. And I was like, it just gives me a little shiver. My ex had one of those. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Yikes.
That happens.
It does. Some people choose it.
Make us ootsy a little bit, but that's all right.
Make me ootsy.
Yes.
I would agree. Should we get out a sparkling water to start and then continue with
sparkling? Yes, with a bit
water?
of fruit.
A bit of fruit.
Of course.
That must be a Spindrift. Actually, I've dated 2 women who have that. Wow. So that's quadricated. I don't even know what that would be. Hi, so happy to see you. Cheers, Baker. It is good to see you as always. Hello. Let's get right into it. Start quenching some thirsts because we've got some higher alcohol beers in a little bit. It's the Spindrift Island Punch.
The Island Punch.
That's right. That's when our sister-in-law
right in your island.
Hit.
That's right.
Right in the shoulder.
That's right.
I think that works.
Give you a big.
Is this just now at Trader Joe's? Has this
We've
now?
had it for we got it maybe last week or a couple weeks ago. First time chat.
Last time. Hey, it's Pixel Juice. How's it going? Good to see you.
Hello.
Pixel Juice is someone that I rated the other day. I was playing The Root Trees Are Dead. Obviously, tonight we're not playing any video games. This is our beverage podcast.
The root trees are dead.
Yeah, that doesn't have that song in it.
Oh, okay.
But it could, though. It sounds very much like that. I rated it. It was one of those ones where I was like, I should rate someone's in this directory. And there's not many people in that directory because it's like a very kind of, low tier indie game. Guardian down. Thank you very much for the gifted sub to Pixel Juice right there. Nice. That is very, very kind. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
We'll mod the song into the game ASAP. Yeah, there we go. But anyway, so it was one of those times where it's like, I was kind of looking, I could raid, I've just raided some of these other people recently. I was like, there's one person in the directory playing the game. I went and looked, and you're kind of like sitting there for a second. And you're like, do we take a chance? Do we go in there? And all of a sudden they're just not what you're looking for or whatever else. You're a little nervous. I was like, no, chat was like, let's do it. And we did it. And it wound up being really, really nice. He was super cool. And
awesome.
I actually hung out in your Lies of P. That's what that one's called, right? That's the Souls game. I was hanging out there the other night. I didn't get to chat very much, but I was lurking.
Not the Liza Minnelli?
It is not Liza Minnelli. It is not at all.
All right.
But yeah, appreciate it. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for dropping in. That was very kind. Like I said, again, it was really cool. But they were also enjoying it's a really fun puzzle mystery game, genealogy stuff going on, figuring out how all the different things kind of come together. Oh, Guardian down. You kind of had to make up for the nice gifted sub with something a little gross. I like it. Pixel Juice Farter just got a gifted sub. Any chance that they're going to come in right now? Any chance that they're actually watching right now? I feel like not. Appreciate the lurking while I ramble on camera. All good. I enjoyed it. Like I said, I was doing some work and then I was doing some other gaming with a friend. So just kind of had you on off to the side, but I appreciate it. So yeah, this is obviously not a Trader Joe's exclusive because I've seen this in other places.
Spindrift,
but it's nice that you're getting is this seasonal? Wow, you poured that right to the, you need to take a sip of that or I'm going to panic.
Okay.
You poured that right to the top. I was very scared.
I have a cup or glass at home that is the same thing, but it's shorter and wider, but 12 ounces also. Interesting.
That's what we found out right now.
That's right.
So this is Island Punch. They're going for the POG, right? The passion fruit, orange, and guava. Is that what they're going for?
Oh, yeah. That's absolutely correct.
Okay. A POG. I like Spindrift. They can be a little pricier.
They are.
Like usually that 8-pack is like $5 or $6 if it's not on sale, something like that. I feel like.
I think it was even a little bit more.
Oh, really?
At the store, but I know you
maybe
can
it was
find
on
it
sale for $5.99 because I got some the other day. Sometimes Costco will have that nice 30-pack.
Yeah.
Whenever that's on sale, we always make sure to grab that.
You always just have the 3 flavors though: the lime, the lemon, and the grapefruit, which are good. I like those. So as long as lemon's in there, then Pocket is on. And she likes the lime too, but she doesn't do the grapefruit.
I think it's Litha does not like the grapefruit. Kind of likes the lime, but likes the lemon.
Yeah, that's
because I have them stocked in the fridge, and like this middle section is all gone, pretty much.
Yes.
It's like
yes,
I think she tolerates the lime. Like she just doesn't like that one as much for some reason. Like she's like, oh, it's okay, like it's whatever, and she wishes there was something else in there.
Yeah, Paco will always grab the lemon, the lime if there's no lemon, but never the grapefruit. Yes.
Look at that beard!
I
oh my
know.
God, I know the growth right here. Pixel Juice has a beard too. I felt that was the other reason we had to rate because it was just like
you went like this.
Who should we go see that is playing The Root Trees Are Dead?
The Root Trees Are Dead.
This man with the delightful beard. I should go and see him immediately.
See, you're bonding in other ways. Even
I guess if you get too close though, then you get stuck on someone though. It's always like
the Velcro effect.
Yeah, the little Velcro effect.
Wasn't it Daniel Fourwinds who talked about rubbing beards with Andrew Wilde or something like that?
Oh yeah. I do remember that. Crocodile. Hello, good sir. It's good to see you. Hello. Not nearly as well kept. I bow before the. I don't know about that. I am new to the beard world. This only started in November.
So I started yesterday. Oh wait, no.
I did the like the SpongeBob and it just popped right
Dennis.
out. I have a beard now pretty much. It seems to be the thing. It seems to be the hotness. I kind of like those Spindrifts. They're good. I definitely prefer them.
Yeah,
if I go up in economic status, then like at some point, like so that would be all I would drink for sparkling waters. But now it's a treat.
Yeah,
because it's just the other ones are good enough where they're just kind of where they are. Ooh, they would be a good base for a cocktail.
Well, okay, so you've tried this now, right?
Yes, I've had multiple sips. I like it. It's good.
I bought this. So spoiler alert, I've had it already.
Oh my God!
I know,
you did it again.
That's why I brought over 2. Because if it wouldn't have been good, I wouldn't have punished you with it. No, I'm just kidding.
You bring over one, you go to pour, I start pouring, you're like, I don't need that much.
I'm good.
It's like, wait a minute.
We only need 1 glass. Just for you.
Arnold Palmer mix is my favorite. Do they have an Arnold Palmer
There
mix?
is one. Yeah, there's an Arnold Palmer one.
It's pre-done? Okay, I know they have a tea.
And there's a tea and lemonade.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Are you ready to be a beard man? All kinds of oils. You got to get oils and lotions and carpeting. You got to weirdo lighting.
That's right.
So far, like I don't know. I guess I should say I don't know what the difference is if I actually bought a beard oil. As of right now, I don't feel that I need it. I just shampoo and condition it. Like I basically treat it like it's the hair on my head.
You just have to get to the skin underneath. If you don't, you have to just get that moisturized as well.
And So then my after routine is then when I get out of the shower, I'm always a lotion guy anyway. So I lotion my face and then I just do extra in there and kind of try and get under and kind of do that. And so it's just regular like lotion.
There's all kinds of videos you could, hey, try TikTok. I'm sure you'll find somebody with some beard care on there. But
maybe Lucky will just take care of it for me. Saw Liquid Death has a soda flavor line. Do they have a soda flavor line? I've had some other Liquid Death, like what were the ones we had?
The lime,
the mango chainsaw.
Yeah.
Which should have been Mango Massacre. I thought they really messed up there.
There's a lime one, a buried alive or something.
And they had an Arnold Palmer one because it was like Undead Billionaire or something like. But then they called it something else and they had to change it to Undead Billionaire because they were going to get a lawsuit against them. Because the Arnold Palmer estate or whatever. The Spindrifts are pretty good. I've run into a few food joints that have them as a beverage option. It's a nice treat without feeling guilty for drinking soda. I agree. Like I definitely love my soda. I don't have it near as often, so that has turned into a treat. So I like that there are these options where I can supplement with in the evening. Sometimes you don't feel like. For me necessarily, I don't feel like I really want to have any caffeine. I don't want to have like a bunch of sugar or whatever, but it's like I want a little flavor, want a little carbonation or something like that.
Yeah.
After meals, sometimes that's just kind of what I go to. Oils, lotions. Is this an OnlyFans? It's only beards now, apparently. Not a fan of the oils. I have such a bad habit of touching my face throughout the day and the oil gets all over my... Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Well, I know contributor to the show, Eric Gasson.
Oh, okay.
If you talk to him, he's like, no, I'm just my...
Natural musk?
His natural, yes, oils.
Okay.
I naturally say that.
Heritage?
like his lineage allows him to remain shiny and oily. But yeah, it depends. If it gets long, I was using, there are people who like make their own. Obviously you can buy pre-made. I had Trader Joe's sells an argan oil that I was using. But then I hadn't used it in a while, and I opened it the other day and I was like, that may have gone bad. So I get rid of that.
Can it go back? I guess an oil could go back.
Yeah, it smelled a little off, and it got thicker. So I thought, well, that's probably not a good sign.
That probably is.
So
not. Some things you want to get thicker, sometimes you don't. That's kind of the way of the world. Root beer, cola, and another one. I'm a zero soda junkie now. Oh wow, okay. So, well, if you don't mind having some sugar, we may have something you can order from here starting tomorrow.
Oh,
we'll start getting that up there. Actually, I think I do have the link there. I just didn't forgot to promote it. ! Soda. If you want to actually buy like the opposite of Spindrift, that is absolutely delicious. I had one today.
Mostly sugar.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. There's a link.
Sprecher.
There's a code. All that stuff. We are now partnered with Sprecher.
We have long been fans of the Sprecher, and now they're fans of us too.
Yeah, that's right. So, yeah, they're fans of us as well. They were kind enough to reach out to us directly. Hopefully, we'll start getting. I know they're like trying and testing some new stuff, so hopefully we can get some of that sent to us as well as they get new things. But yeah, we tried. They sent out a giant pack of some of their new lemonades that are actually like either low calorie or zero. They were like low calorie. They had some calorie, like it was like 15. Was it?
Yeah,
did have a little bit to it, but those were pretty good for the most part.
Yeah,
and like I said, obviously the sodas are fantastic, from the root beer to the cherry cola to all that kind of stuff. Pevy's gone corporate now. Now you can retire. I can. The retirement's it's so close. Selling out the show. Exactly, the show is already being sold out. It's not a sellout if you actually enjoy the product, though, right? We've turned down the amount of things we've actually turned down would kind of blow your mind. I don't think we would have made much on them, but like the amount of things that we actually have turned down or said no to is kind of silly for the size channel we are. Like,
it's kind of cool.
Yeah,
I didn't even realize that. You didn't even bother.
That's how. Yeah, that's how much.
Like,
no, Keith,
I'm not going to do this.
Keith, how much do you like energy drinks? Like
that's
really the majority of it. Yeah.
So a guy that I worked with several years back, he said he and his wife used, and I probably mentioned this on the show before, would take the grapefruit Spindrift and they'd add some gin to it. That's just a quick sort of. And I tried that once, and to me it was lacking something. But this one, to me, it screams out. At first I thought rum, but then I thought tequila.
Ooh.
A little like Blanco or a mild Reposado, or even that Probitas rum, I think would be.
Oh yeah,
the
Probitas, the Foursquare. Yeah, that'd be great.
I think that would be really good.
Yeah, a white rum or something like that, or a Blanco. Yeah, no, I think I agree. Got a
little more. You can even just tell by the color.
209 gin might work in there too, but I actually think I would like tequila or the rum a little bit better, even as much of a gin fan as I am. Gin and tonic is my jam. I'd have to try that. My God, I literally picked the perfect channel. We are such huge gin fans.
Yeah.
The amount of gin podcasts and things that we've done over the years, it's crazy. Marketing guy, I bet those guys could sell our prune juice energy drink.
I mean,
Mills, hand it over. We'll talk. Let's talk about it.
You get up and go. And then you go again.
Yeah, and then you go again.
You keep going and going.
What do you think about mixing your drinks with G Fuel? People will do the weirdest things with some gross energy. I'm just not the energy drink stuff with those other things. It's not the same. Can't believe you would turn down the Metallica tequila. I wouldn't turn down the Metallica tequila. I would sell out hardcore for the blackened whiskey from Metallica.
Oh yeah,
I would sell out hardcore for that.
We've done a lot of that.
I would actually pay them to allow me to put up their logo. It'd be the weirdest marketing deal ever. I'm losing money on it. I thought you were supposed to snort G Fuel. That's what the kids do. The kids love the snorting of the G Fuel. Actually, speaking of grapefruit and gin, I actually did write down, saved a video of a mixed cocktail that was a gin focusing. It was basically a gin Paloma, which is called a salty dog.
Oh, okay.
So that's what made me think of it when you said the grapefruit juice, because it's like grapefruit. I think she used Tanqueray 10 in the video. Tanqueray 10. There's Aperol in there too. Like there was I think there was one other kind of little thing that kind of changed it up a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, so I have that. We can try that at some point. Oh no, we're not sponsored by them at all. I don't care if that actually is a real beer. It's Scary Seeker. How's it going? Good to see you.
Budcombe?
Yeah. Well, it's not actually how it's pronounced.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's actually real. It actually is a real thing. I went and looked. Get these people over in the UK. They get the weird names of things. You think our stuff's weird. As a marketing guy by trade, I can validate that quote. Exactly. I like it. This is good.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you bought more of this?
I did. I
just
bought,
these two.
I bought 3 over the weekend, and I had those. Like I was saying, haven't been drinking a lot of alcoholic beverages at the house lately. It's just, but I've been trying to
them outside the house.
Yeah, I just step outside.
Let's go in the back.
I get in the car. I'm not drinking at home. I'm drinking on the road while driving.
Yeah, no, we're not.
No, I don't do that. I don't advocate that. I don't do it. But yeah, so I bought 3 of these, had them over the weekend, and then yesterday when I got back to work, I just bought the 8-pack because I was like, well, I think I wanted it anyways, and I thought, well, if we might throw this in as the seldom seen now 4th beverage.
I know we haven't done this a lot lately.
But the two kind of.
Yeah,
they go together in one sort of segment.
I have the graphics here when I put them up. I have the graphics separated, but I almost thought I was going to put them into one thing because we're going to be kind of talking about them at the same time.
Have them clinking.
Yeah, kind of clinking almost together, but I did not. Nothing gets me hyped up to organize a family tree like G Fuel promo in the description. Exactly. Yeah, if I could start tying things together like that, that'd be great. Disclaimer, don't drink and drive. Yeah, do not drink and drive. These cup holders don't fill themselves. That's terrible. Oh, man. So I am now I have 2 more episodes left.
Of Arcane
season 2.
Oh,
the final season.
You flew.
I started this week. Fun. I watched like 3 episodes one night, 2 the next night, and then 2 the next, something like that. I can't remember how I wound up working it, but
lots of
anyway.
Victor.
Yeah, Victor's making moves, making money moves. It's nice also seeing some old friends back, some beastly friends.
Yes.
The animation in that show is just so fantastic. I was talking about it on the stream the other day, just the mixing of animation styles and looks and sound design. The music I unless they completely ruin these last 2 episodes, I think I like the second season better than the first.
And you were worried about starting the second season.
I was, because I thought everybody was dead, but at least not everybody was dead.
Yeah, not everybody.
I mean, they were killing off so many other people in the other one. I was like, oh my God, that rocket must have killed everyone at the end of Arcane season 1. I'm like, nope, it didn't. Most people are alive. Most of the people, but mostly. But no, like I said, yeah, just the story, the acting, the voice acting, everything, the way they're tying everything together. I'm trying to think. There was one moment I thought was that you just recently watched season 2, kind of, right? So it's mildly fresh in your memory.
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't like the part where, considering I never played League or anything about it, Arcane is top tier. I never have either. Like I said, you play, what's the League of Legends?
TFT.
You play TFT.
Yep.
But most of this, the joke, I don't know if you've seen on TikTok and social media and stuff, has been like, oh, I really like Arcane. I think I'm going to check out I think I'm going to check out League of Legends. Or like, no, don't do it. Like, it's not the same. So. But no, I didn't like
Paul Harvey.
There's a whole suddenly Paul Harvey. Do you know who else makes wonderful candy? G Fuel and their cotton candy flavor. At Good Day. Started watching Shrinking this week. Awesome show. I want to watch Shrinking. We'll get to the other show I started watching too in a second. But no, I didn't like. I liked everything else. They must have had, I don't know, there was like, sometimes they do like a little bit of a jump in time, which wasn't like as bad as the first season. The first season, like, it almost threw me off. I was like, wait, what's going on here? Like, also, is everyone older by like,
oh, yeah.
But anyway, so when they meet up with Vi again, and then they go and they're tracking down the beast. No spoilers. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, but actually before that happens, when is it? Oh yeah, no, this is actually before. They're going and looking for Jinx. And there's that whole battle scene in like the giant like rock area with Jinx and the woman that has the robotic arm and everything else. Yeah. If we're in there, take the shot. Make sure you take the shot. They like literally do this line like 3 times before they go in there. The woman tries to take the shot and she's like, how dare you try to take the shot? Like, what the fuck are you doing? I was so mad. It was almost a turn it off Bevy moment. I was like, what is going on? 5 minutes ago, she's sitting there going, if you have the chance, take the shot. I trust you to take the shot.
Oh,
we need to take her down. Yeah, we need to take her down. Take the shot. Take the shot. She's the sharpshooter. Take the shot. They go in there. They're fighting. All the fighting's going on. A kid happens to get in the area.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's why
she's not like on top of her. And like when they show the down the sights, it's not even close. There or whatever. If you're anywhere decent of a sniper, I've played enough video games. The shot could have been taken. She tries to do it, misses. She hits the then she like winds up pushing it down. And then when they leave, because she gets away because of the whole, they get blown out or whatever. Then she's like, I can't believe you were going to endanger that kid. I was like, this is the most unearned moment I have ever seen. Like, you were kidding me. In attempting like the 1% chance that she might not have that happen, you're doing the thing that you asked her to do. Like there should have been a line of like, I can't believe, like, I know I told you to do that or asked you to do that, but you could have endangered that kid. Like there was a different way that could have been, words could have been spoken there, the sentences could have happened. And I was just so frustrated because she was just like, did you forget the conversation you just had where you were like, this is so important that we do this. And then you're like, oh, don't do that. Don't do that. That was very frustrating. Nothing can be as bad as House of the Dragon. That first season is for time. Yes, the first season I did watch the first season of House of the Dragon. I don't know if I'm gonna watch anymore, but yeah. Just finished Yellow Jackets, which is mind-blowingly highly recommended. Warning for gore and disturbing scenes. Okay, you had me at gore and disturbing scenes.
We have that here. So just
exactly.
Oh wait, no.
I've heard about that Yellow Jackets. I think I have actually heard of that. I have not seen it yet. Sorry.
I was in the pool. Shrinkage.
Oh, there we go. That's Shrinkage.
Guardian went back to Shrinkage.
So anyway, but as long as they stick the landing, best season. I like this. Like I said, the music is consistently. I like the music in the first season, but the actual like songs that they use, I like consistently better in this season. Like the first season, there were a couple where I was like, I don't really like that, or like, it's kind of.
I remember you saying
more
that.
hit and miss. Yeah. You think women know about shrinkage? Like a frightened turtle. We started watching Severance.
Oh,
so we've watched 2 episodes of Severance.
Okay.
On my birthday this last week. I was like, well, what do you want? I was like, well, we've got other shows to watch. She's like, well, it's yours. It's my decision. We're watching Severance.
Oh, good.
I was like, we're going to start watching this.
All right.
So, Sushi, how's it going? Good to see you, Sushi. So yeah, we started watching. We watched 2 episodes. Haven't gotten back to any more, but it's great. Adam Scott is fantastic. It's pretty dark and weird. Although the only thing at the beginning, it's like, oh, so this is just corporate life.
Yeah.
It's like also like if you're a corporate life, it's like, I get why you'd want to do this. I get why you'd want to have your brain split in 2 and then just you look for the scary numbers. How will I know that they're scary?
Yeah.
You'll just know. Just keep looking. We told you what to look for.
And that's what, so I heard Adam Scott on Dax Shepard's podcast. He was on
and
a
they
few
actually
weeks
have
ago.
a podcast too where you can watch back to the first season.
So, and that's what Adam Scott was because it's been at least I think 2-3 years now. He was highly recommending people to go back and watch it again. And I think when we make our commitment and get Apple TV when we're
have you watched
closer.
The first season?
We've watched the first season, but I think we're going to probably need to rewatch. Would be my thought to get back in touch with that. But yeah, it was. I know we really liked it.
I just want to ask you 5 questions.
Oh, yeah.
That's the highest score you've ever gotten. Unknown. Delaware. Unknown. That's the highest score we've ever gotten.
Gosh.
That was right at the beginning. I just thought that was hilarious because he just comes in and he's like, if you don't know an answer or don't want to guess at one, you can simply say unknown. Honestly, haven't had a bad show on Apple TV yet. Have you watched Mythic Quest, Lucky? I remember we watched the first season or 2 of that, and that was also pretty good as well. James Gunn nails music once again in Creature Commandos. I need to give that a shot too. Yeah, there's lots of TV shows out there. Like, so once I finish Arcane, I'll find out what the next show is that I am interested in, but my wife is not interested in, and then it's like, okay, I can start on that.
Watch that.
That's kind of usually how it works. Silo, Ted Lasso, Severance, Shrinking. Oh, I haven't watched Silo. Ted Lasso, I still need to watch the last season.
I started watching some Hardy Boy episodes on Peacock last week.
Hardy Boys?
Back from the mid-70s.
Oh my God.
I know. Crazy. But I was every Sunday night when that show used to be on.
Is this live action or
make
animated?
Popcorn. No, it's live action.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We'd make popcorn and Joe and I would sit and watch. And yes, it was very exciting. But yeah, it was fun. So...
Love that show when I was a kid. There you go.
The Hardy Boy mysteries, the Hardy Boy and Nancy Drew mysteries. Yeah, they're not all the episodes aren't there though, so it's kind of fun.
Oh, okay.
But so,
you lose out on some of the threads.
There you go. Don't mock Sean Cassidy. That's right.
All right, gang, got to run. Glad I was able to stop in for a bit. See you next time. Pixel Juice, thank you for coming in. Appreciate it.
Do run.
Appreciate it. I may have cried during the last season of Ted Lasso. Is that when you were weeping,
Could
Lucky?
be.
My gosh.
Could
Roy
be.
fucking Kent.
Fuck. Yeah.
And then it's so funny. Have you ever seen him interviewed? The guy that plays that guy?
Brett Goldstein? No.
He kind of talks like this. He's much lighter and just kind of, he doesn't have that deeper, and he's very kind of silly, almost a little bit. It's very funny. Like
he's one of the writers too. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's on some other show too, isn't he? I feel, or writing for another show. I know he's going to be Hercules. Some sort of something in the Marvel universe, because he was at the end of one of those. Maybe at the
Shrinking.
End of something?
Okay, yeah.
Oh, he's a writer on Shrinking. Okay.
Did you?
Have you watched Shrinking?
No, but that's another. Yeah, it's going to be a serious Apple TV fest.
You probably should just get it now. Like, it's no reason to even wait.
Well, but we're still
have all those things to
watching
watch.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, okay.
And I think we have to switch over to Peacock after season 4.
Correct.
We're almost at the end of season 4.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Have you seen any of the ones that
so
it's got Rafi in it?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure because
what's his name?
Because he's dating.
Yeah, Rosa.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Oh my God.
I saw a clip today, and it was the one where they're like, well, how do you make them trust you? You just have to beat up one of their own in front of them. Well, how are we going to get someone to want to beat us up in front of them? This guy right here. And he's like, you can poke me and this and that. You can light me on fire. And he's like, oh my God, those are the starters. He's like, what's the rest of it? He's like, you're thinking of something kinky on you. Don't spoil it. Just do it. I'll just do whatever you need. He's amazing. Like he's perfect in those little doses in those shows, like whether it was that or The League or whatever else.
Well, once you've seen him in The League, you can't be any grosser than he was in The League. Well, he could be. I'm sure he could be. But everything at least is a couple notches down from The League.
Yeah.
And so, but
it's that energy, manic energy, and like very quick-witted. Just kind of, he's
God,
great.
yeah, he's very funny.
Harrison Ford is awesome. Apple TV is only $10 on Prime.
I think it's even less than that.
Can't you get it through your cell phone provider? Either on a discount or for free.
We had
that's how we have it.
We had a few months.
That's how we
it
have
for
it for free is through our cell phone provider.
So have you guys been happy with T-Mobile?
I have not had an issue. The only issue I had was when we switched over. We had an issue with the like phone discount stuff. We were kind of like the way they said the discounts would work took a little bit longer to get the discounts turned in and the credit for the phone, like all that kind of BS.
But your coverage has been fine.
Coverage has been fine. I haven't had any issues with the coverage. We've got unlimited, and then ours includes Netflix and Apple TV was also
and MLB.
And that might have been only a one-time deal. I'm not sure.
Okay, all right.
No problems with T-Mobile Cell here. There you go. Sushi's in the Phoenix area, so.
All right, that's the one thing.
I have not traveled since I've gotten it, so I can't say that.
Football is life. Danny Rojas.
Who and the soccer player on the Pat Mahomes stage.
Kick it?
Oh yeah.
Do you kick it or do you throw it? Yeah, that's good.
Goal, field goal. T-Mobile can be sketchy outside of major urban areas on their own real issue. Okay. Yeah,
that's the thing that we're just a little hesitant because we've had Verizon for years and overall the coverage has been great.
Seems like we switched because our pricing, it seems like you were on a decent deal where your
pricing's okay, but I don't get those other deals.
I know, but you had much easier with the phone. Like I basically had to switch to try and get like phone stuff. Like you guys get your upgrade stuff seems to work a little better with Verizon.
Yeah, it's usually part of coming up this year, so that usually works out okay. So that stuff's enticing though when you think about they'll pay, especially when prices keep going up. You think we're going to go back to Hulu live TV at least.
I was going to ask because they even had package deal, like they even had stuff that were not free, but they were like add-ons and they were like cheaper. Like if you went up one plan from where we were, like we have like the second highest plan. If you went up to the highest plan, you also got Hulu and you got like a couple other services too. It's like Hulu and Disney Plus. And then everything else I just said. With ours, you only got those lesser ones, but like we already had Hulu, and we wound up doing like we have a package deal now because we get Hulu, HBO Max, and Disney Plus is like all bundled together. Yeah. Like, and they're all commercial free. Then it's like 20, 30. It might be 30. Yeah. But basically wound up being like $10 a month for those, and they're commercial free. So then that was nice. Netflix. That's been the only funny thing too. Actually, let me get out the beer. Are you ready for beer?
I'm ready.
Okay, I hope you're ready for beer.
With an old friend, I think, right?
This one right here, the Mother Road Brewing Lost Highway Double Black IPA. A little higher alcohol than the next black IPA we're going to have, but this one we have had before, so this is going to kind of be a little bit of the baseline of one that we enjoy, and the other one is from a new brewery that I have never even had before. So let me grab that.
This is going to be our New Guinea coffee. Remember the bench when we would do a cupping?
Yeah.
This was
kind of there.
The New Guinea coffee back in the day.
Yeah.
At Arbuckle.
That was kind of morphed into the Guatemalan too. Sometimes
was our benchmark coffee to kind of calibrate your palate, and then you start from there. And so at least
these would go up and down from there.
And these two black IPAs. This is the one we've had. So hopefully it'll give us a good place to start.
But with having Netflix and having commercials, they're not too bad. Usually they're like 15 seconds, maybe 30 seconds, not too bad. But sometimes they are at kind of crazy, wild moments. Oh. Like, again, watching Arcane the other day, there was literally a scene like, Vander as a monster is jumping the leap, and it cuts away to a commercial. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I was like, "What is this Saturday morning cartoons?" Or it was funny. And it was like I was like 15 seconds of like sitting there, and then it like came back and it's like, and then it like finished the time. I was like, "Do they get to pick when this happens?" Like, come on.
Oh, I wonder. Yeah, let's screw these people. We'll make them want to get the ad-free version.
It's not worth, like I said, we get it. Like, it's so cheap. Like, I mean, for free. Like, it's not worth the upgrade.
And I know Verizon has packages that offer those things for free, but I think we would have to change our plan.
Right. Your plan's really good.
For right now, that gives us everything we need. So I don't know. But anyway. So this is Mother Road Brewing is located in Flagstaff, Arizona. They've been around, I don't know. For how long? 20 years? Something
Quite a while.
that, probably. This is a beer that they used to do year round, and this was this the early 2000s, early mid 2000s? This kind of was a craze because you had the Stone Sublimely Self-Righteous.
Right.
They were either called
different things, Cascadian Dark Ale,
Cascadian Dark Ales, or black IPAs, or they had a couple of different names, but essentially it's just darker roasted malts, but still with the IPA flavor profile.
Yeah, they just throw those roasted malts actually at the end of the brewing. Like, it's literally brewed like an IPA, and then at the very end they throw that in for color and a little bit of roastiness kind of at the end of the brewing process. That's at least how it used to be done a long time ago. But yeah, this was a style that actually was a craze that we actually really enjoyed.
Oh yeah,
we liked a lot of those. They were very good. Unlike when there was the chili pepper craze of the 2000s.
Not a big fan of that
as well.
one.
Yeah, like everything was getting chili peppers in it or whatever else. So. T-Mobile has just started trying to get rural contracts here. I would be nervous about T-Mobile in your area, Lucky, for sure. US Cellular here, which is real good in rural areas for when I travel outside of Omaha. T-Mobile is looking to buy them, so we'll see. Yeah, I mean, they're always trying to expand. So if they do, like I said, at least for us, the coverage that I looked at, the places that we do go or may go in the next couple of years or whatever else, is like, okay, well, that seems all right. So... like I said, so far it's been good for us here. And it's like, we never actually had unlimited data too, which has been nice. Like I said, we always just had kind of like a limit on that with we had AT&T previously that we finally made the switch after years and years because the price was going up and we couldn't, like, I had not gotten a new phone
since the 10.
Yeah. Since the iPhone X when that was new. And that was when my wife got hers. We hadn't gotten new phones since then, and they wouldn't give us more than like a $200 credit on the phone. It's like, okay. So,
but this used to be a year-round offering. 2-3 years ago, they either stopped making it or it turned into a seasonal, and they did it in 2022, and then they didn't do it in 2023, and then this year it came back again, and so I bought a 4-pack of this when I saw it. Yes,
8%-ish ABV. The next one we're gonna have is like around 7 and change, so a little bit less. T-Mobile has a huge presence on the West Coast, so you should be like I said, for us, like I said, looking up and down the West Coast, it seemed fine. So. You're still on the call me back after 9 p.m. plans, you cheap bastard. Wouldn't surprise me. Our plan was terrible. Yeah, little chocolatey, roasty.
Nice coffee.
Little hops kind of coming through there too.
Yep.
Little pininess or whatever. That's just what was always nice. Like I said, you kind of had to like the more West Coast piney type IPAs.
Right.
I don't know if anyone ever did like really a more fruit forward one. That would have been kind of interesting. Like if you did like a
fruit forward West Coast?
Yeah, a fruit forward black IPA.
Oh, black IPA.
You know, like I said, had the hops be a little bit more punchy in that regard.
Sublimely was never that. And this one, and then
they'll pry the Nokia from his cold dead hand. My wife still, like when we got new phones, she was sad on her newest phone because we have the same one, or roughly the same one now. She was sad that it didn't have the button at the bottom of our iPhone. Oh, and then all of a sudden she's like, "Do I have to use the Face ID?" I told her that you did. Don't ever tell her that you.
Oh yeah.
You can just put it in the button. I was like, no,
Oh, yeah.
you gotta use it. Like, use it.
Yeah.
Use the technology, woman. God damn it. Yeah, that's just good.
Yep. I remember it being a little maybe heavier body wise in previous years, because I remember a couple years ago when I bought this, I was like, okay, it's good. It's not exactly what I remember, but it's still very good. That's a nice. There's just not a lot of these made, which is why when I saw the one that we're going to have next, I was like, oh, okay, same sort of style. Right.
I think I like that it's a little bit thinner on body, because the back end of this is a little on the heavier side. Like I said, it's definitely almost a little acrid. Like it's roasty. The coffee comes through, a little bit of chocolate. The pininess comes through, so you get a lot of flavor.
A lot of like sour.
Yeah, I don't know I don't know if I'd want it to be like any heavier. So if that was a chain, like I said, I definitely like that. Espresso colored ahead, it says in the description.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's accurate.
That's very accurate. I'll go with that.
Hints of bitter orange chocolate with notes of dark caramel. Or do you say? Or I should have said caramel. That's how they actually spell it.
Caramel.
Caramel. Is there a flavor difference between caramel and caramel?
I don't think so. Same thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Just missing a little
Mother Road, not obviously, but Mother Road is alludes to Route 66.
Oh, is that actually what the reference?
Yeah, they're right. They're right, almost basically on one of the
can get your
thoroughfares that you can. We've talked about that. That'd be fun to do that. You can't do all of the. I guess you can't follow it completely, but you can do a lot of the journey from Chicago to LA.
Oh, is that where it goes?
More than 2,000 miles on the way.
That would be kind of cool.
Yes.
Just stop at random things. That would be that seems like if we had the budget and the time, that would be like a fun thing to do. Start and then make your way up there and like just do a video blog of all that stuff for like several weeks. Just driving up there, finding random places to stop, talking about little sites and touristy things along the way.
I'll find it. I have it on my Spotify, but there's a podcast that I was listening to. And it's called like Postcards from the Road or something like that. And there's one of his seasons, he journeys along there and he stops and talks to the locals and certain things that, happened a lot. Yeah. Well, not that.
Oh, not that.
But
low.
I mean, and there were obviously some areas where it wasn't so great to travel it. And there
would be a section of Route 66 where it'd be like, roll them up.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Like vacation.
No, that's true.
You know, kids, you seen all this plate?
Yeah. The plate of the cities.
The plate of the cities.
Kids are saying, I wonder if these guys know the Commodores.
Pardon me, Holmes.
Yeah. Well,
we're lost. No shit. See how it says rib tips? No, don't go that way.
Yeah, don't go that way. I think that's the guy that plays. Would
have been funny if it actually was the Commodores.
Marvin Berry in.
Chuck,
Marvin
Berry.
I think that guy is one of those guys that comes over and he's like, takes his money, and I think that's that guy.
Is it the main guy that's talking to him the whole time? You think?
Yeah, the guy that's out
cool.
by the window. I think that's that actor. Yeah.
Poor Ned Beatty. Let's go canoeing and camping. You'll have fun, they said. God, so frightening. The story behind even the making of that movie is interesting. I don't know if there's
I've
a
never
documentary
seen that
on it.
movie.
I mean, it's one of those like, it's kind of like A Clockwork Orange.
Disturbing.
Yeah, you should probably see it like one time just so you know the. I mean, you probably know most of the cultural touchstones, as they say.
Yes,
but it's one of those ones you should
stones
see
they're touching.
Yeah, exactly. It's a one and done kind of movie. Like I've seen A Clockwork Orange more than that, but like I always joke about like that's never a movie you're like, we should watch a movie tonight. You know what we should watch? Let's watch Clockwork.
Let's watch Clockwork.
I mean, I own it. Like it's something you should experience.
That was on
I guess
one night. It at the house that we live in now, so it has to be within the last 10 years. I remember being on one night and I was watching it
from the beginning.
I think so.
Yeah, when they pull up to that initial house at the beginning,
and it's so long ago, and it was kind of later at night, and I was trying to hear it because I think Pocket was asleep, and I'm watching it laying in bed, and I was like, yeah, I probably shouldn't be watching this right now. I think I need to go to bed. But anyway. But since we last got together, I've dove into Pink Floyd.
I know.
I have.
Yeah,
I've gone in.
I can't believe
I've gone in all the way.
Now, is this through album or Spotify, right?
Through Spotify,
okay.
Yeah.
But headphones, I'm assuming, or earbuds?
Yes, earbuds,
okay.
and then somebody that Pocket worked with in the 90s, and when she worked at the hospital, is a woman who's now, I think she's 86 or 87, but she knew that she was a big Kenny G fan. And Pocket, when she heard Kenny G was coming to Tucson, he was at the Rialto. She bought tickets for the two of them to go.
Oh,
and so it was Sunday night, and they had a really good time. In fact, the woman that Pocket took said, "This is the nicest thing that anybody's ever done for me." So they had a really sweet, a really nice time.
Because the woman's just a real bitch. No. She's real mean to everyone else. That's why.
But so anyways, while they were at Kenny G, then once the Chiefs and Bills game ended, I was like, I'm gonna listen to some Pink Floyd. So I put it on the speakers, the overhead speaker.
Ooh, that nice. Was that The Wall?
No, I listened to The Wall already. That was Dark Side of the Moon, and then went into Wish You Were Here. I didn't listen to the whole thing that night, but yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah, that was good. Good times.
You don't move for something pretty messed up and disturbing. Yes, dear. See Clockwork Orange. Sounds great. You ever see the movie Happiness? That's a movie you don't really choose to watch. It's one of those train wrecks you can't turn on. I definitely have watched movies like that for sure. Like I said, I have not seen Happiness though. I'll have to. Well, the name of that sounds familiar.
Boom, 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 boom.
But you were enjoying your experiences though, which is cool and like kind
very
of
much.
And hearing the where you're like, oh, I recognize. Oh, I have heard that.
Oh yeah.
Especially like The Wall is this.
I'd forgotten how much
older, and I have grown colder.
Yeah, the comfortably numb and somebody. I'm like, oh yeah, I know this song. Oh yeah,
Feed the wall.
But now I've listened to and it was true. Last week at this time, I had not listened to like one complete side. Now I've listened to 3 albums.
3 albums. That's cool. I love that.
So I went into
Philip Seymour Hoffman, a bunch of other people you recognize. Okay, I'll have to look that up then. Maybe that'll be I watch by myself kind of movie.
There you go. You need something when you're done with Arcane.
Yeah, let's watch Happiness. But yeah, no, that's like I said, yeah, Goodbye Blue Sky on there. Like I always like that one. Did you see the?
He keeps hanging
ones? Up. Yeah, yeah.
Telephone call from Mr. And then I was reading a whole bunch of, how the band got together and the one guy that, went kind of crazy and then the drug issues and then this person and that person, the evolution of the whole thing. And then how Pink Floyd is actually a combination of 2 blues artists that they really liked, Pink and Floyd. So Pink Floyd and yeah. Anyways, Mr. Pink.
Come in here,
telephone call
boy,
from Mr.
have
Pink.
A cigar.
Oh yeah, that's from Wish You Were Here.
Yeah, and Wish You Were Here is such a good. That's probably one of my favorite songs. And
even Ben was saying, he's like, oh yeah, he's like, I went through he's like, I like me some Shine On You Crazy Diamond.
Oh, that's great too.
I was like, oh okay.
And then Welcome to the Machine.
Yeah.
Welcome. I actually want to re-listen to Animals, which I haven't heard in forever. You were talking about Pink Floyd the other day, and that came up on my feed. Talking about that because that's like another kind of concept album where it's like a little bit of like going over like the George Orwell 1984 book and then like I said and then into some of the other things too and like I said I was kind of wanting to dig into that.
Mr. Pink
wasn't he in that Tarantino movie? He was.
Yes.
Who is Mr. Dick?
Who is Mr. Is that Buscemi?
I think Steve Buscemi.
Okay, because he doesn't like it.
Yeah,
he's not very happy about having Mr. Pink.
It's not a watch with your loved one kind of movie or anyone. I need to watch this alone. I often do.
That's right.
But yeah, like I said, that's really cool. I wish there was. Is there anything you can pass on to Joe and I that we should listen to? That you're the only one that listen to it that we would like? Is there anything that would?
Probably not.
No, that's unfortunate.
Probably not. I was listening to Nathan Lane on Jesse Taylor Ferguson's podcast on the way over.
Oh, is it available yet?
It's on right now, yeah.
Okay. Well, it's been like for a week. I go to look at it and it says this one is only available for subscribers.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not a subscriber, so.
Okay, so it must have just become available.
Yeah, just become available. So
I heard a clip from it because they were talking about like when he came out and stuff. Like there were some things about that kind of.
Oh, I haven't gotten that far.
Okay.
That was there's a lot of intro.
I love him.
In it.
He's great.
Yeah. But no, it's so far so good. So
it's one of those movies you have to schedule a confession afterward.
Wow.
It sounds like it. Nick's with the movies right there. I still need to see what's the Demi Moore movie that just came out. That sounds absolutely terrifying. It's not
That's
Happiness
what I've
is for. Oh, it's a television series. Is it just called Happiness? Is it called Happiness is for Beginners? Because it's a thriller. That's
Happiness.
season.
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
No, I could do that. Oh, that's his Korean drama.
K-drama.
Oops. Oh. There we go. Oh, there we go. 1998 comedy. Comedy/drama.
Is it a cartoon?
Where can I watch the movie Happiness? Netflix, Disney Plus. Oh, it's on Disney Plus. Dylan Baker, Jane Addams, Laura Flynn Boyle, John Lovitz. What?
Lovitz. Hey.
A Criterion Collection. Oh, it's a dark comedy. Okay. All right. I'll check that out. His character's amazing in that. I got like a couple of clips came across my timeline for SNL, like old SNL bits.
Oh.
And there was one, and it was for a trapdoor manufacturing company. It was like they were like office workers, and it was like a CEO kind of thing. It was John Lovitz behind the desk, and he's like, and it's like, you can't just buy a trap, like the voiceover thing. You can't just buy a trapdoor from any manufacturer. A lot can go wrong if they're not installed properly. This and that. You want your trapdoor to operate, you need such and such trapdoor manufacturers or whatever. And it's Phil Hartman walking back and forth, and he's talking about something, and he's like walking over the trapdoor, like some of them just won't activate when you want them to. And you see John Lovitz like pushing the button, and it doesn't happen, and he passes it by, and then it opens up, and Phil Hartman turns around. He's like, "Hey, what were you trying to do there?" And he's like, he goes like this. And then he's like, sometimes the spring-loaded action doesn't function either. And it's like Dana Carvey standing on it, and he's hitting the button, and it just starts slowly going down as opposed to like, how it should flap down. And then he like catches himself. He's like, "Hey, what is this?" It's like so stupid. But I was just dying laughing because it's like a trapdoor manufacturer talking about the pitfalls. God, it was funny. It was just, and then I saw a clip again for Bad Idea Jeans, which is just always hilarious.
From Saturday Night Live?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen
You
that.
saw Bad Idea Jeans?
No, I don't think so.
Oh God, that one's that's Phil Hartman. I mean, that's that whole original crew.
That
Adam Sandler and Kevin Nealon and all that stuff. And they're just around a basketball court, and they'll just be like, they're like, yeah, so we've ripped up the floorboards, and we did this and that and the other. We're rewiring the place. It's going to be great now. And they're like, "You're still renting, right?" And he's like, "Yeah." And then they just like, they're like, it's like, "Bad idea." And then it's like, cuts to it's Phil Hartman. He's like, "I've ended the affair, but I think I'm going to tell my wife about it anyway." Bad idea. And it's like, yeah, Kevin Nealon's that. And there's like there's like 3 or 4 different like things where they just, they say something. It's like, oh my God, what are you talking? And the very last one is they're on the basketball court and they're about to go play basketball. They turn around, the other team is like, the Los Angeles Lakers, they look like, and they're like, "All right, let's play for 200. Like 200 a game." And it says Bad Idea Jeans. But like the whole commercial, they're like stretching in these jeans and these pants. It's so freaking hilarious. Watch that Netflix docu with Will Ferrell, the writer from SNL, and transition to go on a road trip. Oh, I've heard about that, Nix. Yeah, I have that in I want to watch that too. Kevin Nealon and Weeds is also pretty good. He kind of made that show to some extent. Yeah, I've actually wanted to watch that. I saw when they were kind of doing the media rounds on that. That sounds interesting. But yeah.
The 50-year anniversary or 50-year special.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Next month, I think. So.
Show's older than I am.
Yeah,
it's very few things I can say that about.
That's right. Did you have a birthday stream this?
I did not really. I think I'll probably do something maybe in the next like week or two or something like that. Okay. It was just kind of like, I didn't really do anything too exciting.
You weren't making a big deal of it. My birthday.
No, I'll probably we'll do something
belated.
Redeem
points for
belated Andrew's birthday stream. No, it was like subs, and I make drinks and cocktails and things. So that's always kind of fun. Heard about the thing with the Sherlock outfit on the news. I was like, that seemed like a strange thing to do, but okay. I'm sure. He still looks great at 40.
This is 40.
This is 40, I tell you. This is just really good. Like, I really just like this one. I feel like we could use a couple more of these styles in the market, but it doesn't need to be flooded with these.
Correct.
You know,
the people that are passionate about. Well, and the Sublimely Self-Righteous was released, I think, last year.
It was
2 years ago.
I bought a couple of those.
Yeah, I think I bought a 6-pack of that. But
I feel like maybe we podcasted on one of those.
Wouldn't again? Because this was once again a favorite style because it kind of combined to some extent two of our favorites. Not a stout necessarily, but that kind of thing, and not necessarily
porter adjacent because of the
a little bit
roastiness, a little bit thinner, and all that kind of stuff.
Yep,
that was pretty good.
Quite good.
Do you want a break before we go to the next one, or you just want to go to the next one?
Should we rinse to give our?
It's up to you. I mean, I can drink the rest of my little bit that's in there. It's up to you.
All right. Well, then let's stay. Let's stay.
Okay.
Let's.
People stay just a little bit.
I don't have to go to the ads quite yet.
Okay.
What?
There it is. This one, weirdly enough, had the picture, but it didn't have the little bit of writing. This is from More Brewing Company.
Yeah.
Thomas, which I learned is actually it's like a Hindu philosophy to some extent.
Oh, I did not read about that. I started reading, and then there's the website isn't super detailed about even. I was trying to find out when they started.
It is a philosophy. It is one of the three. I'm not even going to start pronouncing all this stuff because I'll butcher it. Anyway, look it up if you choose to do so.
Okay.
Phil's concept developed by it's developed in the school of the Hindu philosophy. I don't know how that applies to a black IPA. I do know one of the levels is that there's some evil and darkness, so maybe that's what they're going for. I don't know. Maybe they just made up a word and didn't realize that it actually was a real
thing. They're
thing.
oh shit.
All of these things could happen.
Okay.
I'll take a break if there's a Kit Kat bar available.
Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Oh, it was a series.
The Kit Kat bar?
No. Thomas.
Oh, yeah, it looks like there was. Has multiple meanings, including a concept in Hindu philosophy, a TV miniseries, and a Hungarian name. Maybe it's just a Hungarian name. Did you guys wind up going to see Nosferatu?
We did. We
saw. You did?
Yes, we saw Nosferatu.
Did you like it?
At Roadhouse. Well, so I didn't really know what to expect. I was a little...
Wait, let me get out a beer. This sounds like a long conversation.
Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
7.2%.
Okay.
Black IPA, Cascade, CTZ, and Citra. Ooh, Citra. Maybe this is what I was asking for.
So this brewery has, I think, 3 different locations, 2 or 3, and they're based out of Illinois.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. And so one is in Huntley, which we have familial ties that go back to the town of Huntley in Illinois.
I think the show is called Family Ties.
Oh, well, there's that too.
Okay.
What do we do, baby?
And there ain't no nothing we can't love each other too.
Ooh. Well, but that was really, it's been the singing portion of the show. Inspired by Lucky and his Kit Kat reference.
Yeah,
it started it all.
I blame that. So you saw Nosferatu.
So we saw that. How was the experience of the Roadhouse? Much better. The volume was much better.
Good.
And we actually had our food served to us.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, okay. so that was a good start right there.
Apparently Michael J. Fox filed that
filmed. I'm guessing that's filmed.
Day and the Back
to the Future.
Oh, Back to the Future at night. That sounds. I think I have actually heard that. That is very true. You didn't know what to expect.
So a little bit because I'd watched the trailer. You had said I think you'll like it, and and that. I really liked it. It's a little weird, a little creepy kind of thing, but I definitely like the setting of it.
Yeah.
The Germany in the 1800s.
Yeah, exactly. The scary hand going over the city.
That and Willem Dafoe was good.
Willem Dafoe was great.
And just the said it was like I said, Germany and that kind of
Lily Rose Depp. She was fantastic.
So that's the main character. Yeah. So it was. I mean, it was. It was good. I didn't know because I wasn't like I didn't have any expectations necessarily. But I enjoyed it, and it was a little. There were some parts that were very scary.
Yeah, and that was his voice too. They did no that was no voice.
Oh, really?
The actor that actually did that, is not Darth Vader.
Scar. Well, he was breathing very heavily.
Yeah, like I said, that was actually his voice because he's the guy that plays Pennywise and has played a lot of other creepy characters and stuff like that. But yeah, he actually worked with a vocal coach to lower his voice by like a whole octave and do these certain breathing methods.
Okay.
So yeah, there is like no adjustment. Like that is something he actually worked on there. Lily, how's it going? And his more handsome counterpart. Oh my God. Keith, I missed you. How are you? Let's see how it goes.
I'm good. It's nice to have you. Nice to have you pop in.
Well, I'm glad you liked it.
Yes.
Like I said, I thought it was really good. Like I liked, there's a lot of obviously, some modern day correlations with how societal, relationships and like I love the thing when she had that back and forth with like the guy that kind of had everything, the wealthy, like said the guy that had kind of everything, and he was like, "Don't talk to me this way, woman," and she was like, "I will speak to you this way." Like they had their little back and forth.
Oh, the guy they were staying at his house, right?
Yeah,
and bad things happened to that guy.
Yeah, I know. That's unfortunate.
That wasn't very good.
Yeah,
very sad.
But yeah,
he lost everything.
He lost. But that was the thing, though. Like at the beginning, he had gotten everything handed to him on a silver platter, and he was actually envious of the other person that was actually getting to go out in the world and experience and have to earn what he had. Like that was what was interesting. Like I said, it was him and his friend. His friend actually had to go off, meet Count Orloff and whatever, and do that. And they have a whole thing. And like him saying, "I'm envious of you." Like he was being serious. It's like because everything has been handed to him. He's got generational wealth handed down to him. Didn't get to experience those things, didn't get to learn all that kind of stuff, and it came in and like I said, that kind of stuff I think was very interesting. Those themes and those touchstones, and
so you probably knew more. Seems like you know a little bit more about, or either read about it maybe a little bit more and had a little bit more than like I had.
I mean, because it's kind of the retelling of Dracula to some extent.
Because you said they couldn't do that because of the copyrights or something.
So that was the original movie Nosferatu that came out like in 19 whatever was ripping off Dracula. Okay. But they couldn't call him Dracula. They couldn't do so they took a lot of the themes and a lot of the bits, changed things a little bit here and there, and then he was Nosferatu because they didn't want to have a copyright for it. So that's where that kind of whole thing came from. What can I say? I came in here the other day, but I haven't been here for a podcast. And that's true. It has been a while since you've been here for a podcast. Lily, I'm happy you're up this late. Don't forget about Shadow of the Vampire from 2000. Shadow of the Vampire. I'm trying to remember if I've seen that the whole way through. The aroma on this already has me intrigued. Shadow of the Vampire. Is that Nicolas Cage?
Yes.
Universal owns Dracula. That's why you can't do that one. That's also, that's probably part of it now too. One of the best vampire movies related to Nosferatu. Okay. Where he hides under the couch. Oh, God.
Paga was mentioning a movie she said she'd watch again that you guys both Shutter? She said you guys both watched it and the ending was amazing and she said she'd watch it again.
Shutter isn't? Oh, that's Shutter Island. I haven't seen that yet.
Shutter, she said. Because she's like,
if you haven't seen Nosferatu, if you've seen Nosferatu lately, then definitely watch Shadow of the Vampire. Okay. Can I find that on any of my streaming services? Shutter Island. Oh, that picture looks familiar there.
Ghostly images. Yeah, that's the one.
Olaf and the making of the silent movie. Oh, yeah. I remember that. Yeah, because I remember people talking about how it was funny how he's now in this movie kind of in a different direction there. Oh, that definitely looks familiar. Okay. Shutter. Okay.
It's almost like
a
sour tang or something to that. It's odd.
Well, I'm getting that little bit of fruit in there that I was kind of talking about in the last one. It's a little bit like a grapefruit in the aroma. I still have not taken a sip yet. And this one has the semi-sweet to dark chocolate note, along with the little bit of woody in there too. This is a really good aroma.
The aroma's almost weirdly savory to me, though.
Ooh, the flavor is interesting. I was not ready for that. The flavor has the tang you're talking about. It's almost like there's Greek yogurt in here.
So that's what I'm thinking, like sour cream or something like that.
Yeah,
but that was the aroma. I don't really get it in the flavor.
Oh, I'm getting that in the taste, like right in the middle of my tongue. There's like a tang. Vampire's Kiss, the Nick's Cage one. That's the one I was thinking of, Nick's as well. The Vampire's Kiss. That one isn't related to anything and is awful, but is super cagey. I mean, yeah, if you're in the mood for some Nicolas Cage. What was the Nicolas Cage movie that came out recently with Pedro Pascal? We watched that, and that was decent enough. Wish I could subscribe to you on Twitch. I don't like the ads. I wish you could too. I hate the ads. Unfortunate. Massive, yeah, the something of massive talent. That one was pretty fun. Had Shadow the Vampire and Gods and Monsters out around the same time as biopic behind Frankenstein. Ooh.
I'm guessing that's over.
Pretty over Nick Cage. He's
probably
fine.
Not oven Nick Cage, unless you want to put him in your oven.
That seems wrong.
Get in my oven.
He's got a new Hansel and Gretel movie coming out.
Oh. Nick Cage puts you in the oven.
He's got a baking show on Food Network.
Put you in my
Nick Cage
oven.
Puts you in the oven.
Yeah.
The camera's right in the oven. I don't know.
Nick Cage's oven.
That's the worst Nick Cage impersonation ever.
I have on my Sirius now, on my favorites, Conan O'Brien has a channel. And so I've got so it'll be like Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. It's his podcast.
Oh yeah, that's his
podcast.
podcast.
So sometimes I'll see who's on there and I'll listen to that real quick. I just like, because I never watched a lot of late night television. I never really watched Conan O'Brien, like the show, but I like Conan.
I do.
Funny.
He's hilarious.
He's,
yeah.
He's a little older than I am, but my general demographic. So when he's talking about like certain things, I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting, way of seeing things and viewing things. And then you forget that he wrote for The Simpsons.
Could be a game show, Cage or Oven. Nick Cage in his biggest transformation ever as the old witch in the forest, right? Doing a fresh run of Val the Disciple on Destiny 2 tomorrow. Nice, Iron Man. Good luck. That's a good raid. That's a fun one. What did I see?
Oh my goodness.
Mitch, what are you doing? What is this? I waited just for this. Oh my God. Tiny PP raid. Mitch, thank you so much for the raid. You've been having fun playing video games. Stop it. I don't believe it for a split second.
We've been raided. Oh my goodness.
Been raided by the one, the only. You think you can dodge me on Thursdays? Not today. That is rare. Usually I can dodge you on Thursdays. If you guys are not following Mitch, you've made mistakes that need to be corrected. If the heart at the top of the screen needs to be filled in, please do it very quickly. Make sure you follow Mitch, another super, super amazing, awesome guy here on Twitch who is going to be receiving a shirt very soon. I need to ship that out this
that's
weekend.
Right.
I got delayed. I will ship that out this weekend.
My hand is still cramped from signing. No, I'm just kidding.
That's right.
My brain is
shirt
still
number 2.
frazzled from having to think about cursive. Hey.
Mitch, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. If you guys are new here, we normally play some video games during the week. Today we do our podcasting, which we've been doing for over a decade. My brother and I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith.
And we are About Beverages. Mm-hmm. And if you want to find any of our archived podcasts, you can find those pretty easily. Where is my shameless plug? There's the button right there.
The graphic you see between us is actually the label of a beer.
It is. We're not talking about something extra creepy or a kid's book or anything.
Could be
like
Halloween-y almost. It's too bad.
Could be.
Maybe that'll be a Halloween beer we bring out this year. So
what is the beer we're having right now?
We are having the Tamas, Tamas by Moore Brewing Company, located in, among other places, Huntley, Illinois.
This is a black IPA, kind of a little bit of a forgotten style to some extent. So
we're happy to see it revisited. We tried one before from Mother Road Brewing out of Flagstaff, Arizona, which is one we've had before. It's the Lost Highway, a reference to Route 66. But now we're enjoying this one. So we're enjoying, but also we're somewhat perplexed.
I am a little bit perplexed by this one. Mitch, you were playing some Diablo. I knew it. It's nice. You've been getting back into Diablo. If you guys missed the heart that was at the top of the screen, you can right-click on the link I just put in the chat and make it easy on yourself to hit that follow button. Follow is still free over on Mitch's channel, as here on About Beverages.
Oh,
if
that's
anybody's
good.
new to the channel, I know.
Okay.
People try and start and charge for follows, and I think it's just wrong.
Really?
I'm not going to let it happen. Not really.
Oh, okay. All right.
Just go with it.
Okay.
We're the
Not
last
us.
two bastions. About Beverages and Mitch. We're the
And
only
Mitch.
two left here on Twitch that don't charge for follows.
We won't do it.
Won't do it.
Never.
We've drawn a line in the sand. Line in the sand. I'm not sure still how I feel about this one. What are you thinking? The aroma intrigued me, and I liked it. The flavor, that tang, I don't know if that's what I thought I might be looking for it when I talked about it earlier with wanting maybe like if there was a little bit of a little fruit in a black IPA, but maybe might not be the fruit I was looking for.
It's a dairy tang has dissipated.
A dairy tang. Okay.
Well, because
no,
tang
that's a good way to put it.
Do you have any hobbies?
I collect spores, molds, and fungus.
Accurate.
Harold Ramis, good hair.
Good hair. That's a good movie.
Good hair. Good movie. Good hair. Has dissipated to some extent, especially in the nose for me. I am picking up on it a little bit more on the palate, but intriguing. I'm going to go with intriguing on that one.
What if you put a scoop of vanilla ice cream in? Oh, wait.
Yeah. That's our answer to everything.
Going to be at some point. We're getting too many comments where people are like, just get the ice
just
cream, damn
get
it.
the ice cream.
Get the ice cream.
Well, we need a sponsor.
Yeah,
we need an ice cream sponsor.
We need an ice cream sponsor. We almost had an ice cream and cookie sponsor, but they couldn't get any of their shipping correct. So that never happened. Remember that?
I remember you talking about that. Yeah.
They sent us like all that stuff. It got delayed. It didn't work out. And then they were going to send us other, and they like then never got back. Like I think they realized what a bad idea that was to ship ice cream. That's kind of a fool's errand.
They should have said,
Lucky, what are you doing?
It's a dog-eat-dog world, Sammy. And
For
I'm wearing
future
no phone
ice
underwear.
cream. Lucky, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. You are too kind. Gifted subs to Dirty8012, Mass Lost, Weapon Annie. That's a new one. Ransom Rider and Gurk Daddy.
is that a pickle reference?
Let's hope.
I don't know. Like a cucumber pickle.
999 subs. Oh my
that's a
God.
lot of
What's going to be the big one? You're going to have to pick something really good for that last one.
So wait, Lucky was here, but also is a raider.
He's probably watching Mitch's stream as well.
Dang. He's bilocating.
It all comes back around.
But not bifurcating.
No. Well, he has split himself, so bilocating.
To some
That's pretty
extent.
good.
Okay,
I like it.
all right, here we go.
Had Mitch's tab up. Yeah.
And this weekend, you just get to relax because there's no game.
I know.
You get to prepare. We got Eagles Chiefs rematch. A little boring for some of us.
I think it should be a good game.
I'm not saying it won't be a good game. I guess I'm just hoping for something different, but it'll be good.
I asked Lucky the other day because he usually I think it's for every, he said every Super Bowl appearance he buys another jersey.
Oh, okay.
He's got a Patty Mahomes, got a Kelsey, right?
Of course.
So I said, what would be the third one? And he initially said like Pacheco. I was like, no, you should get like a Chris Jones.
Chris Jones. That was my thought.
Yeah. See, Keith also
there we
likes
go.
the Chris Jones.
Or what's the guy's name? I think it's cool. Tranquil.
They have a player named Tranquil.
Tranquil. Yes.
Can you get a jersey with the? Get a referee shirt. That's like getting a Kansas City jersey.
Yeah, that's right. That should be a hybrid.
Drew Tranquil.
See,
that's
Tranquil.
great.
Yeah.
I saw a clip the other day that was so funny. It said
Tranquil.
It said Kansas City Chiefs are already getting ready for their Super Bowl, whatever, and it was like this kind of camera shot coming in where it's like the their training area, their warm up area, or whatever, and people are doing their stretching and everything else, and it comes up and they had I think they cut the head off so you couldn't see, but it was someone in a Kansas City jersey, and there were these refs on the field and they were massaging him and stuff like that. I was like, that's fucking funny. I was like, someone's really involved there. Former Notre Dame linebacker. Okay, yeah. Drew Tranquil. There you go. Keep hitting on the.
They're like, Tranquil makes the tackle.
That's if what's his name was still doing the games. Who is it? Jim Nance, because he does the golf stuff. I think.
Oh yeah, is it Fox? Is it
well,
on
now
Fox?
I'm not buying it. Wait, but if you get that jersey, then Keith will do the Drew Tranquil with the catch.
You get
the Keith ASMR with that.
He's defense though, so unless
he's getting the Justin Tucker treatment. We were just talking about that before the show. Guardian down, jeez.
Oh my. That just seems weird, but things happen.
I don't get it. I just don't understand. Just don't. It's just it doesn't make sense.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, that's parents just don't understand.
Wow, you going for Will Smith?
That's right.
God, I haven't heard that song in forever. Lord. I heard Getting Jiggy with it like the other day on the radio. And I
like that.
It was fine.
I like to get jiggy. I got jiggy with it. I saw that episode the other day. Yeah.
Lucky you'll appreciate that.
I was the person told to keep you away from the music. Yeah. That's the one with the fur coat and the yeah.
It's the one where they throw it out the window and it's like stuck in the tree.
You should see Newman. Yeah, Newman climbs up to get it. Yeah. Okay.
Newman, what do you do for a living? I work for the U.S. Postal Service.
Yeah.
Creed Humphreys, if you're going outside the box, could be cool. I mean, you could go for, I know you're doing current stuff, but you could go for what's his name? You could go for the human joystick. The Chiefs. It was the Chiefs.
Dante Hall.
Dante Hall. You could go Dante Hall. You go Hall jersey.
If you want to go defense, old school, you go
Joe
Neil
Montana.
Smith.
Oh,
you go
for Montana.
Oh, Montana.
Get a Montana.
Yeah.
Chiefs
oh my
jersey.
God, yeah, that'd be good.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. Whoever your favorite ref is, get his name put on the back. There you
go. Get a Clete Blakeman. Ref jersey.
First down.
God, that'd be funny.
Tom
Justin Cheeseman and Tom Ali, yeah. I think Jones would be the Jones would be my pick. That guy is just absolutely. He's someone I enjoy. He's another one of those guys. Because I like defense. Like I said, so I like watching all those matchups and stuff. So that's always exciting.
Oh,
you could go for Christian Okoye. Yeah, the Nigerian Nightmare. Let's go. I like that. Now we're getting some references.
I like some of those unsung receivers too. You got Watson and Gray, those guys coming through. Schuster last game, he came through.
Schuster had a really good game last time.
So
he's a little before my time. Okay.
Oh yeah.
But that's what you do. I honestly don't know if I would if I was gonna get another jersey. I honestly don't know if I would get one of a current player anymore.
Because they're only there for a couple years.
That's the thing. You have to worry about retirement. You have to worry about changing teams. Are they actually, did they have a good sustainable career? After the career, are they horrible people that you just don't even want to admit that they were on the team anymore? All that kind of stuff. I think I would get a Fensick or a Peyton or I would do something like that. Or you get a Butkus. That's what I would do. If I was going to get in their jersey, I would get a classic. I would get something classic like that. Maybe get a Galt might be kind of interesting. Even though that wasn't very that was shorter lived. Get a Galt, a Dent would be kind of cool.
Yeah. Did you realize that? So this year, Brock Bowers, the tight end for the Raiders, he broke the receiving record for most yards by a tight end. And you know whose record he broke?
Mike Ditka.
Yes, and that was set in the 60s.
Yeah,
for yardage and a tight end. I mean, it was crazy. Yeah, because Bowers had a crazy year this year, and it took
Ditka was
that
an amazing
many years
player.
I mean, that's insane.
If Harrison Smith retires, I won't have a current player jersey. I have current player shirts. I don't have a current player jersey. I've done more of that. Like I said, still only have the one jersey. Other than my little jersey I can't wear anymore. I have a Walter Payton. That's the OG Walter Payton.
Oh.
But it's for a little,
cut off the sleeves.
Yeah. Like Walter Payton did. I have the midriff cut off.
Yeah,
you don't want to see my midriff, though.
You can go
Walter
up the hill.
Payton, you would,
not mine. That hill.
I do have to climb that
hill that he did.
Got to form a little hill in the backyard.
With the headband on.
I could. The Puma. Wear the shoes. Yeah, that was nice. Oh, my God. Too funny. Too funny. Well, what are your final thoughts on this one?
I like the Lost Highway better.
I do too.
But this is
To be fair, the Bears haven't had a jersey worth buying in 30 years. Motherfucker, lucky.
Neil Anderson.
Hester, I would get. I have a shirt.
It's got a nice, like, sort of West Coast kind of bitter going on.
Mm-hmm. It's
still a little too.
It's one layer back in flavor to me,
yeah.
and then the fruit that's in there, that tang. I'm still getting it in the taste.
Yeah, I get it in the taste now a little bit
in the
more,
middle of my tongue. So
yeah.
I have an Urlacher jersey. That's the one I was referencing.
I had a feeling that was.
I've got. It's so sad too. The one I have is like, it's like the Mitchell. Like it's the real deal. Like it's nice. Like it was given to me as a gift. And I just don't wear it very, very often. Rex Grossman, ironically.
Kyle Orton.
When it was Rex Grossman had just been drafted, he wasn't even going to be named the quarterback. But when he was drafted that year, my brother Joe and I went to a preseason game up at Cardinal Stadium, at ASU Stadium. We went and saw it. Literally like bench shitty college bleachers is where the game was at. We were there. We saw 2 fights while we were there. So that was also,
I remember you guys
those
talking
are also
about that,
side stories. And people basically getting tased that we got away from like very quickly. Someone there had a Grossman jersey and we were both like, wow, that is a bold call. Like you've just been drafted, not even named as the starting like all of those factors. We were like, damn, that's bold.
Brandon Marshall,
yeah. That's like, yeah, you could do a Cutler.
Well, that's what he's talking about, right?
Oh, did we get a Cuddy one there too?
Who was the wide receiver they got? This?
Oh, yeah.
He was from Denver. Yeah.
Feel like the guy in Cleveland with one jersey that has all the quarterbacks' names on the back in the last 20 years. Yeah. I don't know if you could fit all those for a Bears jersey. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to go grab the final beverage of the evening. It is not a black IPA, shockingly.
It is not.
It is not. It is a barley wine ale, which is always one of your favorites.
My favorite style.
But it is a pastry style barley wine.
We're coming back local.
We are coming back local
to Arizona.
Again. We'll get the picture up there so you can go see it. Dashboard cookies.
Which actually I guess is a thing because I was searching for information on this beer, but I found videos of how to make cookies on your dashboard. So I guess it happens.
That's interesting. All right. We will be right back.
The Carbecue.
Song is called Odin's Revenge from Stream Beats Synthwave playlist. Sweet Odin's Raven.
Odin's beard.
Oh, Odin's beard. There you go. All those things. Anchorman is what it is. Thank you guys all for being here. I appreciate it. We are going to go slightly heavier than the black IPAs we have just had.
Yes. Not too much, but a little bit.
A little bit. Welcome back. Thank you, Nix. This is called Dashboard Cookies. This is from Arizona Wilderness Brewing. The majority of their stuff that I have ever had is fantastic.
Very good.
They do so many different types of styles, like from IPAs to saisons to barley wines to stout. That's probably one of my favorite things about actually going to their brewery is they have so many different things available, so many different types of things to try. It's like
we did the quad IPA kind of recently. I brought that over.
We did. That's true.
There was I believe a coffee stout we did from them because I had just been up there in October, so that was good. But yes.
So you are normally not a huge barley wine fan, but whenever I can find things that are kind of more barley wine adjacent, like the Bigfoot barley wine, which is one of your favorites,
which I've heard is back,
and you like it because
it doesn't taste like a barley wine.
That is correct. This one has cocoa nibs, vanilla, brown sugar, mimicking the flavor of a chocolate chip cookie baked on the dashboard of cars during Phoenix summers.
I kind of want to try that now.
Okay.
And, the beer and baking cookies on the dashboard.
I wonder how, like, it obviously wouldn't work right now because we're in the 60s or 50s right now, so that's not going to happen.
Yeah, I don't think we got out of the 50s today or the.
Yeah, that's nice.
I know. Tomorrow it changes though. By the weekend, 80 degrees. In the 70s.
Why?
I know. Well, climate change isn't real.
That's ridiculous. This has been the mildest winter we've ever had so far. Don't you
the
think?
last couple of days have been kind of chilly, but
yesterday was the first day. I said this to my wife. I was like, "It's the first day it actually felt like winter. Snow on the mountains. It was damp. It was cold. I know that's not everyone's cup of tea. It's my cup of tea though.
We don't really have winter here.
No, we have. What do we always say? We have summer and fall.
Summer and not as summer.
Yeah.
People say different things, but something like that. 2 seasons. But here we go.
But yeah, 8.5%. You're correct. Not much. Basically, I think kind of just a little bit more than the first.
From 8 to 7.2 to 8.5.
Yep.
So we've bounced around in a general range.
Yeah, I do actually like barley wines. One of my favorite ones that you cannot get anymore, so don't even look for it. I don't think they've ever brought it back again. Was they had an oak smoked barley wine. Stone Brewing did. I literally still kept the bottle. I loved it so much. I thought that was absolutely fantastic. They also used to do a Belgo barley wine when they used to do the odd beers for odd years.
Yeah.
That one was also really good. But yeah, I like this style. You kind of have to be in the mood for it. It's definitely, usually when it's true to style, it is definitely something you want to share. The alcohol content's usually up there a little bit more. And just because of just kind of the sweetness of the style and everything else. It's not like it's not like I'm drinking a whole one of these. So,
but I've grown. It's been a while. We'd have to look back in the archives and see when we actually did the Bigfoot. It's been a long time. I'm thinking it's been at least 12 years. And I think my tastes have changed somewhat, but
I can see if it's even on YouTube. I'll look. Can't remember if we did a video for that or not.
I think it was part of something. Maybe not. Feels like it was part of
your channel. Sierra Nevada Ruthless Rye.
Oh, yeah.
Keller Weiss Hefeweizen, Russian River Salvation. Don't see it.
Okay.
Cellared unnecessarily. Oh, that was one I kept too long. Food and poos tend to be shareable. I mean, that's true. I mean, depending on who you are, though, you might keep it to yourself. Who is this fresh-faced fellow in all these videos, too?
Both of us.
I don't even recognize that.
So
I know
much
you,
younger.
too, in these older ones.
I
My
know,
God.
actual dark hair.
Yeah, these are not great. Frosty, how's it going? It is good to see you. What was the... Oh, I just said the... Let me just type in barley wine. Oh, we did the oak smoked barley wine. That was 11 years ago.
Dang. Okay.
Samuel Adams Griffin's Bow.
I remember that. Yeah. Yeah.
Pumpkin spice latte barley wine. Oh, that was one of the more recent ones. That one was good. Trader Joe's Panama Rum. What did we think of that one?
Oh, we loved it.
So much that you actually took it back.
I took it back. One of the few things in my Trader Joe's career I've taken back. There have been things, but that was one of them.
Okay, I'm getting some cookie dough vibes from this. Like the actual dough, like, you know, where you kind of get a little bit more of the vanilla and the sugar.
There's
and
a little raisiny in there too.
It could be the barley wine.
But I do like, I get like
that's
chocolate
good.
chip. Yeah, no, I definitely. That's cookie-ish.
Cookie-ish. That was your stage name.
Cookie-ish.
And now, first time to the stage, Cookie-ish.
Cookie-ish. Cookie in many ways.
Cookie three-way.
Wait, hang on. That's right, just like yours is Crispy Sugar.
Crispy Sugar, that's right. Yeah, that is a good stripper name right there. Cookie-ish. Ish.
Okay. I have some thoughts.
Okay. What are you thinking?
I like it.
That's good. That's good. That's fun.
It is.
It's lighter than I thought it would be,
That's
too.
the best way to say that. Actually, both of those things. It's fun and lighter.
Yeah.
Because it does have the cookie, and yes, it kind of finishes with that sort of dried fruit, raisiny, curranty something, but that's from the beer itself.
Right. But yeah, the first part of it is definitely a little chocolate chip cookie. It's the molasses or brown sugar. It's a little vanilla, a little bit of chocolate in there. Like I said, it's a balanced version of all the, like any of those things that I read in the description. None of them are like overpowering. It's just a nice blend and balance of all those. And I get kind of a different thing each time I take a sip. Like every sip, I get a little more of one or the other. It's almost like
a bite of chocolate chip cookie. And then I had an oatmeal raisin cookie. And then I had a chocolate chip cookie.
I actually don't mind oatmeal raisin cookies.
I love oatmeal raisin cookies.
That used to be the joke. Like
they're the healthiest cookie in the world. It's health food. No, I'm just kidding.
It's a superfood practically. Wait, no, I don't think that. I don't believe that.
How did you live to be 105? Oatmeal raisin cookies.
Oatmeal raisin cookies, cigars, and whiskey. All three of those.
Oatmeal raisin granola. Yes.
I like oatmeal raisin granola.
Yeah, there are a few things going on, and it doesn't seem to ever be the same. Sort of. Ooh, I get that now. Now I get that. So that's okay.
I do appreciate the joke that like the raisin it's almost hilarious because like the raisin, like everyone's like, oh, it's raisins in. It's like, oh, that's the worst version of the grape. Fresh grape, delicious. Wine, delicious. Grape juice, delicious. It's like, now it's a raisin. It's like, so I get that as a joke. I don't mind raisins. Like I like them in trail mix and everything. Although, you had choice in your trail mix. Would you rather have raisins or cranberries?
Cranberries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That bright little punch is kind of nice.
Right. And usually there's like sugar added to them, so that's why they're extra. I know.
Oh, you got me there.
Not always. Not always.
I thought I was being healthier. Yeah, that's just good.
That's tasty. I remember.
Really
is that what you bought when we were? You got that in December,
I bought that
right?
during one of our shopping trips.
Okay. I thought so. Give dried cherry. Oh yeah, dried cherries. Okay.
Oh sure.
Very good. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really matter the can date on something like this as much. I just I need to get back up to Phoenix and go to some of their breweries, like go to their brewery again. Very fun. Duck fat fries.
Duck fat
delicious.
Fries.
Pork fat. Good.
Pork fat rules.
No, pork fat rule. That's what it was.
That's right.
That's what it was. Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Well, we definitely went back to our. We used to. There was a time we jokingly would say about beverages, because we did beer so often. So we kind of returned to those roots this week for sure.
Yeah, like I guess the last few weeks we've definitely been featuring more beers because of, like I said, Hustle Crow offering all the stuff that he sent to us, which was nice.
Yeah,
but still dabbing. But yeah, like today being very beer focused. Probably should dip back into some other things, maybe a cocktail or some wine or something next week.
I think we should. There's a lot of wine available.
Okay. Is it of the red variety? Because it is red wine season.
We can go red if you want. Yeah, we've got some Tempranillos. There's some stuff if you want to go for clicks. We've got stuff in the flyer. It drops on Monday.
Okay.
So we can go with something from the flyer, but that would be Chardonnay, which is not red.
Is it Oaky Chardonnay?
There's a Pinot Noir. I don't know.
Oh, is it Pinot Noir?
There's a Grand Reserve Pinot. And there's also an Italian red that might be, it's Sangiovese, Cab, and another grape I'm not familiar with. So we could go that route if you want. We could do something like that.
I do always like some Sangiovese and Cab is always a good combo.
Sangiovese. There's also a white actually from that same. I don't know. Maybe we can do both of those two things and the cocktail.
Ooh,
something like that.
Oh my gosh, that would be delicious.
Yeah, we need to return to.
I'll look up. I've got a few different cocktails. Like I'll see which one makes the most.
I think you'd know. Yes.
Merlot? We're drinking Merlot.
None of that though.
No Merlot.
I am not drinking any fucking Merlot.
Okay, relax, Miles. Jesus, no Merlot.
Thank you to them for not actually penalizing us each time too. Unlike Paramount, absolutely not. We'd lose at least a third to half of our viewership if all of a sudden we started having Merlot. Although we did have a Merlot at some point. When did we have the Merlot?
That's why you made that clip. We've had a couple Merlots.
Yeah, but no, recently. Didn't we have something in the last... Didn't we?
Yeah, I thought we tried something again.
I feel like we actually did have a Merlot or some sort of blend of some Merlot at some point in the last few months. So, yeah, that's really good.
I like it.
So can you not watch any other shows until you're done with Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
No, I could watch other shows.
Oh.
No, I'm trying to think if we have something else going.
Something else in the chamber?
No, we could probably... It just depends. Yeah, no, we were wanting to minimize our expenditure.
Oh, that's fair.
So that's why we were letting, Apple, the Severance get going. But
when you
I
have
do
Peacock,
think we should
bought like a whole year of Peacock.
And we have, I got that. I got a good deal on that. So we probably should, though. I think we should probably watch Severance again before we watch the second season. I think that'd be worth it since we enjoyed it as much as we did. So yeah, but I also do. I want to watch Shrinking. Ted Lasso's 4th season. Oh wait, no, they're talking about.
Aren't they talking about doing that? Though?
Yeah, they have. But I think that I wish they would just leave it right there.
I feel like the way they finished Ted Lasso should be done.
And you'll know that once you watch it.
He goes back to the States, lives a life of crime.
Well, the life of crime part, not so much. Well, as far as I know, I don't know. Maybe that's season 4.
Ted Lasso. That's actually was what he did. That was his
Ted
S&M
Lasso
thing. He would just lasso people up and
life of crime.
beat them.
That's right.
Just beat them up. Ted Lasso's Life of Crime.
Maybe
that's what they do for the 4th season. You learn about the real Ted Lasso.
That's right. Why he's named Lasso.
He likes to be tied up.
That's right.
Oh my God, that would be funny. All right. Well, it has been another fantastic evening here at About Beverages. Like Beckham just goes to LA for the money. I mean, that's accurate. Beckham, when his career is tired and he can't do anything in the actual leagues of football over there, he just comes over here and gets paid gobs and gobs of money. Man, it's been another wonderful evening.
Yes, thank you,
sounds
everyone.
like we've got some good ideas for next week. A wine, possibly 2, a cocktail. Get away from the beers for a little bit.
Yep.
Like I said, not that we have anything against them.
Although maybe we should have beers because the Super Bowl's coming up. But you don't have to have beer during the Super Bowl. You could have a cocktail.
I know. What is
you
it?
can have a glass of wine.
There's all those ads for barefoot wine that we would never drink. But
Yeah, with David Putty.
David Putty. Yeah, or he's like, I don't know what those are all about. But yeah, I don't. That's
barefoot.
Barefoot.
Yeah. I'm
Nice
Patrick.
job, pal. He's also the flight instructor for
your
soaring over
I'll be
California.
your flight attendant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
even these little beauties.
Yeah.
Guy takes. Nice job, pal.
I wonder if they still play that same video. It'll be 8 years since I've been there this year, so video will at least be like
it's coming up on
12 years old. So
2 years. 2 years from. Well, they were still playing. I think they're bringing back because it had been soaring over the world. They changed it.
Yeah.
But I think
Soaring
they're going.
over
I think they're
America or
going
something,
back to soaring over California.
Okay.
I think they're going back to that because I always liked it when you go over the orange fields.
Oh yeah, you get that whiff of orange.
Enjoyed the show. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the show. I'm
Well,
glad everybody was
we
here.
appreciate
Thank you guys
that.
for hanging out. Always appreciate that. Like I said, had an absolutely fantastic time. I will be on tomorrow, usual time, but then at some point we'll be switching over to Javstream, friend of the show. He is doing some fundraising for Game to Give. So Lucky, also who's here in the chat, and myself will be joining him for some shenanigans to help raise money.
Nice.
Like I said, for some wonderful, wonderful charity things. He's got a bunch of incentives, including one of the incentives. If they hit it, we'll eventually have to have something possibly mildly gross on the show. But
Okay.
I'm sure you'd commit to that. It didn't sound absolute. It's like a beer and orange juice and like amaretto or something like. It's called like Edna's Lunchbox.
Oh, I think you mentioned that already.
Okay, I don't know if I talked.
We've had mildly gross things that we didn't even think were going to be mildly gross.
So also
at least we're prepared this time.
That is also true. Another good stream in the books. Appreciate you guys all being
Crocodile.
here.
Thank you, everybody.
Appreciate everybody. Crocodile, Nick's, Guardian Down, Frosty, everybody that has been here. Appreciate you, Mills, as always. We're going to go say hi to Mr. Pigeon, who is still streaming right now. He is streaming some Dark Souls 2, to be specific. It is his first playthrough. Looks like he is having the usual amount of difficulty that goes with playing a Dark Souls game. So let's go say hi to him, and we will see you guys all.
Sign out with the glasses on.
Oh my gosh. We will see you next week. I will see you tomorrow for all the good times. But thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.